We're going to move on here with the Modified Minis. Our next class is the Modified Minis of the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association. And with only 4 hooks, as well as the two-wheel drive, there was no slough time at all. They hit the track, it was full throttle, wheels up, see what happens. I've had a lot of people this year come up to me after the show and say, these guys are nuts. I said, yes they are. But you should meet them when they have their fire suit and their helmet off at the hauler. They're not bad after all. When you look at the lineup and the points, out of the 5 drivers qualified for state points, 4 have competed at the Grand National level, and the Super Grand National level, and have done rather well. Finishing 4th for 2022 in the Modified Minis, finishing 5th, Brian and Jeff Guza. And I'd like to say that they had one whale of a season, finishing 7th in the Grand National Series in the Modified Minis. Finishing 4th, Jim Gerke and Rare Breed. Now to the top 3. These gentlemen, they always say sometimes 2 minds are better than 1. If that's the case, the top 2 position drivers better put their rear view mirrors on, because these minis just got to see what these 2 are up to. I think their dad might have something to do with to help them out, especially a 2-time champ in the light superstock, and he's better looking. Ladies and gentlemen, with 4 top 5 finishes, finishing 3rd in Region 3, ladies and gentlemen, in the fallout, Tim and Logan Peisig. Are them mini rod drivers or moonshine pushers? I don't know. All right, here we go.
Tim said I had to speak, not sure why, but I just really want to thank my dad for letting us do this again. It's been a lot of fun, and then all the competitors in our class. It's a good time, as much as we say it's not. It's fun getting beat, and it's fun beating them. It's just fun. And thanks to all the sponsors and all the promoters for signing our class. Thank you.
The sponsor of this plaque, or these plaques for the Modified Minis, sponsored by Taylor Frack. Finishing 2nd. I don't know about Nathan, but I would be nervous if I had as skilled drivers above me and below me in the standings. What I see in the pit area with your family is a calm, cool, collective driver, ready to take it on. And no matter what happens, you manage to congratulate the other drivers when they're all finished. Keeping up all the good work. Keep up the good work. You'll be there again. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 wins, 2 top 5s. His wins coming at Ellsworth and Wyawega. Finished 2nd in Region 3 for 2022. In the Shaken Shamrock, Nathan Hoffman. He's not here tonight, but accepting the award, Kevin Lidstrom. Going to speak on his behalf.
Well, Nathan just wanted to apologize. He couldn't be here tonight. He had family obligations with the kids and basketball and stuff. But he's working on it for next year. I'll guarantee you that. So.
Oh yes, he is. Congratulations. Now to our champion. He was the Region 3 champ and champ at the Enderley Pull-Off. Whatever Chris did with the little disaster to make it this good, put a guard on it and don't touch it. Twice this year, I caught myself saying, man, is that machine fast? But it was really a special night at Menominee. I think it was your first win, wasn't it? And I'll tell you, I was pretty close to tears, because I've seen this guy work pretty hard in these Modified Minis, and he's working around some pretty good drivers. And to see him come across there with that pass, and I actually didn't even see, I had looked down to do some paperwork, quick, and I looked, and all of a sudden he's right to the end. I go, holy man, something happened to the eliminator. It got loose. Oh no. But it didn't stop, and then he took another level at Ridgeland on Labor Day weekend to finish his season. Good job, Chris, and hope you can have more interviews with you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 wins at Menominee and Ridgeland, 2 second-place finishes. What a season for the Little Disaster and Chris Burnett.
Well, it was a fun season. I can't thank enough for the Guza family, everything. All in my teammates, all them in the pits, all that stuff. My trailer mates in Menominee when Guzas were down in Ohio. Johnny, my brother-in-law, hauling me up there. I can't thank all you guys enough for a great season we had.
Well, they say the best way to become successful is to surround yourself with really sharp, really good people. And this next individual is really taking us up a notch. I mean, we brought him on board a few years ago, and he has done a whale of a job promoting us and making us look good, making us look sharp. This individual, you know, I can send him an email or a text anytime, day or night, I need this done, he does it. Just a phenomenal guy with a whale of talent. And this time I'd like to acknowledge the man behind the camera, Mr. Brent Yaron.
I just want to say thank you. It's a fun sport, grew up with it my whole life. My dad got me into it. So just thank you. I'm just doing it because I love the sport, want to grow the sport, want to grow the Wisconsin tractor pullers. So I'm always curious for feedback. So I run the social media, the website, anything like that. So if you see anything wrong, things I need to get changed, we're open to new ideas. So bring those to us, and just gonna thank you.
Okay, before we continue on, Tom's going to rattle off some more so we get rid of the prizes.
Okay. The working girl team.
Jacoby. And that is the Pro Street Diesel Trucks. The Pro Street Diesel Trucks for the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association. Coming into the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association, I remember the meeting where a handful of diesel pickup guys came up in the front to sell themselves as competitors. That first year, they were on probation. 6 drivers that year were members of the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association. Ray J. Rent, Ben Ford, Ernest Schwartz were the top 3. 2021, because we didn't have a season in 2020, but in 2021, there were 10 members in the 2.6 diesel class. This year, there was 12 members. Very close-knit group of people that work together and compete together and have fun together. Finishing 5th in the 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, it is Daniel McGee and Let's Smoke. Finishing 4th in the Renegade Reman, it's Sheldon Divetter. Now to the top 3. With 1 win, 8 top 5s, and a rainout. His win coming at Ridgeland. 16 under, first place. Started 2022 like a rock star, keeping it close with leader in points, Ray J. Rent, but slipped when he didn't want to when he had mechanical issues with Old Bessie at Houston, Minnesota, and Norwalk. He needed to take those 2 back to make a finish at 2nd. Good luck, Ernest, in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, finishing 3rd in the Pro Street Diesel class for 2022, Ernest Schwartz and Bessie. Whoa, Bessie, whoa! Ernest got his suit at the Macy's.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Just want to thank WTPA for giving us a shot, and we're really having fun. We really are. Thanks to a lot of people. Sheldon Divetter's not here tonight. Couldn't make it, especially for him. I just kind of do what he tells me to do on my truck. The whole 2-6 gang is just amazing, and I want to thank all the rest of you. We're the newcomers here, but thank you for accepting us for who we are and bringing what we have. But my biggest thank you tonight goes out to all you other 2-6 guys who finished behind me. Thank you.
What did I say? They love each other. Finishing second. Well, with the Dream Evil. He's dreaming and how to beat the man they call Ray J. With no wins, 9 top 5s, and 1 rainout. 15 under first place. Finishing second in the Dream Evil, Stanley's Austin Symbol. Austin is not here tonight, but congratulations. Now on to our champion. Even with all these wins, this gentleman still makes the time for the drivers willing to be a competitor. You'll see this in the pit area. He helps each and every one of the drivers, and I'll tell you that is pretty special. With 6 wins at Ellsworth, Ettrick, River Falls, Norwalk, and Colby, 3 top 5s, and Colby and Jim Falls, 3 top 5s and a rainout. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion for the 2022 2.6 Pro Street Diesels. Let's put it together for the Wicked White Knight and Ray J. Rent.
Yeah, Ray J.
Thank you. Thank you. Just want to say, I guess as behalf of me and the class, I appreciate everybody giving us a chance again, like Ernest said. The year was pretty, I guess I didn't have any breakage, so that's always a win. My toughest thing all year is just staying ahead of them Fords. That's the only thing that bugs me. I gotta thank Brandon for keeping parts available just in case I did have something go wrong, and even though I had to get prepared for a wedding this year, I wanted to take off and help that out as much as I could, but my wife Tori wouldn't let me, so I gotta thank her for letting me get to the spot. That's about it.
Good job, Ray J. All right, Tom, come on up here. You got some more names? Officials. Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, continuing on. As people do their shopping, we move on to the light pro stock tractors, sponsored by Mondovi Tractor. Finishing 5th in the 2022 season for the 8,500-pound light pro stocks. It was Chad and Craig Webster with Working Girl. Also in the honorable mention, finishing 4th. In the entertainer number 1, it was Chad Shulo. Now moving on to the top 3, finishing 3rd. Just great to see the Shulo family back on the track for 2022 with a very respectable season. But most of all, a huge win for the Shulo family at Menominee in getting Dan to kiss the track. With 1 win at Menominee, 1 missed, the rest top 5 finishes. Finished 4th in Region 3. Ladies and gentlemen, finishing 3rd in the 8,500-pound light pro stock for the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association in the entertainer number 2, Dan Shulo.
I just want to thank WTPA, NTPA, all the people here that make this show. I live it. My son Travis, son-in-law, and my wife. She puts up with me. Mark Pysick, you're a legend. You are. I go to Louisville, we hear about Mark Pysick. Thank you. Great guys.
Good job, Dan. All right, continue on with the 8500 Light Pro, finishing second. The first hook for Kurt, well, not the start he wanted, but quickly rebounded with the top five finishes in the next 5 poles. Then the rain out at Norwalk made him decide now or never, first or second. Then finishing the season with 2 wins and a second. He understands that those big Region 3 hooks are super important. With 2 wins at Colby and Wyawega, 1 top 10 and the rest top 5, finished second in Region 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend mistress and Kurt Afdahl.
Well, thanks for reminding me that the season started out not quite the way I wanted. Yeah, we had a little trouble in Ellsworth when someone forgot to put the bolts in my driver's seat, and we discovered it at the 50-foot mark. Ruined a really good pair of shorts and a nice pair of fire suit too. But the season went on, thanks to my wife, and the only reason we had trouble was, Mondovi Tractor really stepped it up. Those guys worked all night long, got my tractor going. They go above and beyond every single time. Same with my wife. Changed tires 3 times, changed setup 5 times, and we figured it out. And the end of the season, if we had a couple more weeks, Alan, I think we would have caught you. But it's a pleasure to take second place to Alan. What a great competitor.
Alrighty, now our champion in the 8,500-pound light pro stock. With a season of nothing less than a second place, what could Alan Cook think of to make a perfect season? Maybe change the weather forecast and just keep doing what he's doing. A season any driver would love to have. 4 wins, Ellsworth, Toma at Session 2, Lancaster and Ridgeland. 1 rainout, the rest nothing less than second place. He was the Region 3 champ and smoked the competition at the Enderley in September. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Black Thunder, your champion in the 8,500-pound light pro stock, Wilton, Wisconsin's Alan Cook.
It was just an awesome year. I got to thank Mondovi Tractor, Chris and Bryce and George, because it just ran flawlessly. I guess I got to thank my parents. I guess I got to thank my daughter and probably my future son-in-law, because he really likes going, so keeps us going. I got to thank everybody else, everybody that works, because it's, and the promoters. Should thank K3 Tire too, because he does a pretty good job, so thank you. Kurt used up most of my time.
All right, Tom, come on up here because we got some more stuff on the tables. Please come up. We're going to move on to the 4-wheel drive trucks. 4-wheel drive trucks, I'll tell you, that's a pretty special group of people. These drivers, and before I get started, that is sponsored by Gary and Ann Hagel. Those plaques.
Mike, I want to do this.
The 4-wheel drive class. That's really how I cut my teeth announcing. And a lot of these drivers that are here tonight for these awards, I've been with for a lot of years. Tough group of people, tough drivers. They're pretty close, but I'll tell you this much, 4-wheel drive competitors in the 6,200-pound mods, they don't sit around and tell secrets. I can tell you that. But finishing 5th in the 4-wheel drive 6,200-pound class. 5th place going to Seth Davis and backfeed. Finishing 4th was his father in the outrage, Matt Davis. Now to the top 3. with 1 win at River Falls. 3 top 5s, 2 outside the top 5. Out of Greenfield, Minnesota, in the machine she calls Chances. 3rd place, Julie Hagenkamp. I know one thing, my daughter wants that 35 Ford. I can guarantee you that.
Way to go, Julie.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to WTPA for letting a Minnesotan pull with the Wisconsin people. I love pulling with you guys. I won last year. It was really close this year. I did tie for 2nd, but I ended up 3rd. But I'm after you guys for next year. Just watch out.
There you go, girl. Well, that's one thing that she said, the uniqueness of Minnesota competing with us. You know, we're both at the Region 3 level, but they love to come across the border and try to whoop. The Vikings. They'll never make the playoffs. All right, here we go. Finishing 2nd in the 6,200-pound 4-wheel drives. 5 top 5s, 1 outside the top 5. And this individual also competes at the Superstock level in a truck he calls Whiplash. But finishing 2nd in the 4-wheel drive class for 2022 in the Extreme Whiplash, it is Dan Klasinski. Dan.
I just want to thank the NTPA, WTPA again for having a great organized place for me to go pull in and have fun. Thanks.
Well, this next individual, our champion for the 4-wheel drive class, I've known this family for a lot of years. Pretty special family, out of Stanley, Wisconsin. They've been doing pulling for a long time. Paul got this machine, I believe you got this new body, what, in 2020? You got the new chassis? And, you know, had some issues with it in 2021. But I think for a lot of the drivers, and I'm talking for everybody, but I think with 2020 being off, I think a lot of undeciding was going on, and maybe they didn't really do any major changes because what they didn't know what 2021 was going to bring. So basically what they brought to 2021 was what they had, and thought, well, it's going to work, or if it doesn't. But in this year, we're starting to see a lot of these drivers that have made the improvements this last winter, and they came out and did some whooping. And this is one of them right here. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been doing it a long time. With 0 wins, 4 top 5s, 2 outside top 5s, from Stanley, Wisconsin, in the Prime Time Act number 2, Mr. Paul Cluck.
Oh yeah, that was a new chassis for this year that Dan with Whiplash put together for me, so it would not be possible without him. I want to thank loopsplayers.com, everybody that helps me, and all of the promoters. We wouldn't do it without the towns and the promoters, so thank you.
All right, here we go. Got some more. Next time. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, one of our special awards here this evening. It's the WTPA Sportsmanship Award. And to do that presentation here this evening, it is Shannon Nelson, the WTPA Event Coordinator.
First of all, I just want to thank everybody for last year. I was kind of floored by it myself. I wasn't expecting it. I think I was actually doing stuff like I am now, and all of a sudden it called my name. So that was weird.
This year's recipient I picked because when we're all at the polls, we're always asking for help. Jim Falls is a prime example. I had two-wheelers pulling around four-wheeler guys. I had not mini rod, but truck guys helping them, and it's fun. And that's why I'm in this, because you guys make it fun. So I've had a few encounters with this fella for the past year, and obviously last year getting started. So I chose Ray J. Rent for this year's Sportsmanship Award.
Ray J!
Ready to go, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, thank Oh, nice. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Well, I just want to say that's a heck of an honor to take that from Shannon. I appreciate you nominating me. Shannon is, when it comes to sportsman stuff, to be in helping out everybody, he's the guy to follow for that. I mean, I guess if I did this, it's because of what I learned from him. He's, when it comes to that, the sport, loving every class, he's the guy that I guess I would follow for any of that. And I guess I gotta thank you for this, 100%. I thank you.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is just a perfect example of when you really work hard, you get rewarded.
You're well deserved. Thank you.
Good job, Ray J.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we move on. We have another service.
No, they got this, and they gotta go up through here.
Our next award is the Members Memorial Award. And to this person that is receiving this award, it's going to be a tough one to get through. I've known him for a lot of years. His influence to the younger people in our community, my community, and to the pulling community, and to so many adults in the pulling world, the racing world. He was unbelievable. He was very mechanical, knew so much stuff, and the little time that he was here with the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association, I was pretty proud when he got that position to be able to help us, because I said, man, we got ourselves a tech man. And he really was pleasing to everybody. Everybody liked him because he knew his stuff. And that's one of the advantages of the tech, is to know the machines and how to help the drivers. He passed away too suddenly, and that's why I said we have to remember these people, and that's what we're going to do here tonight. So to receive or to accept the 2022 Members Memorial Award, presented to Dennis Wire. And accepting this on behalf of the Wire family, Shannon Nelson. Like I said, we were very close. He went too soon. That's why pictures like we did up here tonight are so important, because we're a family and we need to remember each other for everything we do. And it's people like this that we need to remember what he's done to make this organization #1. Thank you. Well, I guess I get all these tonight. Well, next up is another special award that we give out each year. And this is the Dave Deutscher Memorial Tech Official Award. And speaking of our tech officials, let's give them a big round of applause. On so many occasions, we have seen so much stuff on the tracks over the year. I don't care at the Grand National level, whatever. It's those tech officials that are on the ground doing the safety checks. But this individual is just about everywhere in the track, in the pits, wherever you want him, he's going to be there. And he's probably doing it right up until the first hook is on that eliminator. He's back there doing something that maybe he should be doing, but he's going to do it because he wants to help somebody out. And that's what we need. So the recipient of this 2022 Dave Deutscher Memorial Tech Official Award, Mr. Shannon Nelson.
Yes.
Bad timing.
You lost your voice?
Yeah.
All right, you ate too much cake.
Oh my God. Bad timing. Thank you guys. Like I said, I love this stuff. I really do. So bad timing. I thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the lighter side here. Let's go with the light superstock tractors. And the plaques are sponsored for this class by Just a Case Pulling Team. Finishing fifth in the 6,200-pound light superstock for 2022 in the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association. Fifth place in the remachined, it is Justin Hall. Finishing fourth in the Simply Nastier machine, it was Christopher Lenerud. Now, your top three. In third place, with 7 top 5 finishes, 1 outside the top 5. And boy, what a rough ride this gentleman had at Ridgeland. 1 rainout, finished third in Region 3. Gary, you've been right there in the top 3 positions for the last 3 years. I personally think within the next 2 years, you'll be renaming your tractor from Destination Unknown to Destination Known when you're standing up here in the top position. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Bryce. We'll mix it up a little bit. I stand up here and say, thank God we're able to talk to you today after the rides you took at Ridgeland. Safety has come a long ways. Finishing third in the 6,200-pound light superstock from Holman, Wisconsin, in the Destination Unknown, Gary Hagel. I don't know. I'm making them all ball here tonight. Okay, that's all right. Your competitors.
I just got to thank everybody, all the competitors out there. Mondovi Tractor, you got Bryce, you got Chris, you got George, you got Michelle, and they keep forgetting about Dave, who's in the background helping all the time. I get in trouble all the time when I do this occasionally. I forget to thank my wife. So, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
All right, finishing second place, 3 wins at River Falls, Colby, and Wyawega. 5 top finishes, 1 rainout. He was a state champ in 2019, 2021. Finished second this year in Region 3. At the track, well, for the Red Thunder team, just another day at the office. Often you'll see the crew helping other drivers with advice or grab a wrench to help a driver compete that evening. And in between all that, run a winning pass or a top 3 at any given night. Hats off to the Red Thunder team and their success in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, finishing second for the Red Thunder team out of Mondovi, Wisconsin, it is Bryce, Chris, and Al Norby and the Red Thunder team. Wow, I get to see Chris on the mic. Or is Al going to do the talking?
I just want to make sure I thank all the sponsors and the promoters for having our class and the competitors in our class. Thank you.
All right, on to our champion. And he is a champion. With 4 wins, 4 top 3 finishes, a rain out, his wins at Ellsworth, Medford, Norwalk, and Ridgeland. Also, Region 3 champion. But Region 3 this year did not go to the Enderle. Kevin Lynn is known by all as a champion. He has done so much for the sport of pulling. He's been state champ numerous times, region champ, and very successful at the Grand National level early in his career. No matter how big the venue, he's right there in the top 3. He's the ambassador of the sport of pulling and the fans. For the last 3 years, he's been at the top 3 in points. Trust me, he has an arm just long enough to tap Bryce Pickler on the shoulder and let him know he's still number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion for the 2022 Light Superstock and the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association in the 504 Rocket, the veteran Kevin Lynn.
Congrats.
All right, thank you very much. I just want to say, first of all, thank you from everybody from the entry clerks all the way to the finished flagmen. I know that it takes all of us to make it all happen, and without any of us doing our part, it wouldn't. So that's very good. But we started the year really good. We had a first and second at Ellsworth, and we had a big explosion at Ettrick that I thought was, well, it was catastrophic. But we marshaled on with what we had, and we kept things going, and it turned out good. We ended up with a state and a regional title, and it's more than I could have thought of the way the year started. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that helps. The kids are grown now. My wife's coming to the pulls again, so there's better days ahead. So we're going to keep doing what we can do to make this class progress. I know we got a lot of good tractors coming online. I got a bright future in my mind ahead for this class. So thank you to everybody, and we're going to do it again next year.
Okay, Tom, come on up here, get some more numbers. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Coots would like to say a big thank you to all of our staff. Yeah, I'm showing an official how to use a mic.
I'm not good at talking, so be patient with me. But I'd like to start out by thanking Ridgeland Fair Association for all their help over the years. I'm going to kind of show my age, but the first year I was at Ridgeland was 1972.
I was 2.
So they've been doing a fine job, and they just continue to excel with helping us get the track ready, or they get the track ready, but helping to put on a good show. So thank you, well deserved. And next I'd like to thank my wife for all she does, Christine. I'm sure you all know her, but she's a peach.
She is. I just met her.
You're ladies, we're gonna entry clerks and help. We want you to come up here first. When I read your name, please come up. Kelly Dagenhart, Ariana Tennyson. If I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. Jessica Misna, Autumn Oftall, Ann Hagel, Laura Anderson Pristine, Vicki Pingle, Kiera Oftall, Bryn Oftall, Cheyenne Fink, Olivia Strand, Michelle Pickler, and Tracy Foltz. Please come up.
You can only have one. Just one, Michelle.
I'm getting caught left with the bag.
Who wants to speak? Let's give these ladies a hand. They do a fine job in entry and putting up with all of us. And thank you very much. And one other thing, hats aren't just for guys.
Oh, I love you. I've missed my hat all day.
Come on, Michelle!
What did I teach you in the tower?
All right, Greg told me that, and my voice kind of carries. I know it's kind of bad, but, and I probably don't need a microphone, but anyway, I want to say it has been unbelievable. The group that we've got. We have entry people who are wonderful, and you all work together. How can we get a group like this? It's because it's a family. It is. We do a lot of stuff, and it is just amazing. So I want to thank each and every one of you, because honestly, you guys are amazing. All right. Okay, so thank you. And by the way, every one of you and the 2-6 truck guys, I do have to tell you, we kind of yelled at you for a little while. Ariana straightened your butts out.
Way to go, Ariana!
Okay.
Okay, thanks, ladies. Now, I'd like all the tech officials and track help to come up. Tom Berg, Curtis Berg, Calvin Arndt, Pete Pomerang, Shannon Nelson, Eugene Fink, Cal Parker, Curtis Booth, Jay Bundy, John Myers, Brent Yaron, Greg Hauser, Kenny Arndt, Ridge Nelson, Ronka Nelson, Mad Ingham, and Justin Kent.
Come on, guys. I shouldn't have to tell an official to come to the line.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt.
These guys put in a lot of hours, maybe not as many as you pullers, but sometimes it's kind of a thankless job, but they all love doing it, so.
What do you do?
Thanks, guys.
You get in.
Okay, thank you.
That way. Picture. 2 rows. Shannon, make 2 rows.
2 rows.
Yeah.
Now we need last year's board members to come up here, please. Kurt Oftall, Chris Pickler, Jeff Guza, Dennis Jacoby, Alan Cook, Nathan Huffman, Gary Hagel, and Lonnie Ostrich.
Right here.
A new hat for me. I'll wear it. I am such a hat person.
Thanks, guys. Anybody want to say anything?
Sit up here, Alan.
We're good. We're good, Roger.
We're good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Lonnie. Lonnie, hold on. Hold on.
That's all I have, and everybody have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hollywood, good to see you. Matt.
Hey, hold on, you're missing Roger. Got their picture.
Hang on, Michelle. Michelle, hang on.
Waiting for Roger. Roger.
This is Kim Productions. You're like losing.
When we get done with this, we're going to go into the 9,500 pound limited pro stock tractors.
You're fine there.
James Geezy. Except James Geezy. I will act just like James Geezy.
Yeah, this is Kim Productions. I got it.
Did you?
Hey, Chris.
Ready then? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on as we're winding them down here at the award ceremony here at the Three Bears Lodge here in Warrens for this WTPA Awards Banquet. Limited Pro Stock is up next, sponsored by the Colby Pullers Club. In my honorable mention, finishing 5th place, it's Chris and Colin Lear in the Darien Deer. Finishing 4th with a win in his hometown of Lancaster, the Dr. Deer Jeff Ball. Now the top 3. In 3rd place, so it is true, the phrase, it ain't easy being geezy. Well, James might be pondering whether a top 5 finish in each of the missed events and those 2 rainouts.
I'm James Geezy.
Oh, okay. All right. Of those 2 rainouts would have been a different outcome at 2nd place. But for sure, next year he'll be right there in the thick of things for another bid at the top, as he has in the last couple of years. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 rainouts, 2 missed events, the rest of the top 5 finishes, finished 3rd in the Region 3, finished 2nd place at the Enderley Pull-Off in September at Urbana, Ohio. 3rd place going to the Hicktown Hurricane, James Geezy. Mr. James Geezy could not be here tonight, and accepting the award is Shannon Nelson.
Thank you.
All right, 2nd place in the limited pro stock in the 9,500 pound limited pros. It is the Adrenaline Rush. Started their year with a huge win at the National Farm Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Then working hard at every event this year, trying to get around their teammate in the Hyper Harvester. Matt and Mike, I'm sure, sitting around thinking it could have been different without those 2 rainouts. No one will ever know. With 2 rainouts, 1 win at River Falls, the rest all top 5 finishes. Finished 2nd in the in both the East and West standings. In the Adrenaline Rush, it is Matt Lindstrom and Mike Sather, 2nd place in the 9,500 pound limited pro stock. Accepting the award is Kevin Lindstrom, team owner.
Well, part owner one and owner the other one, but yeah, Matt and Mike both apologize to come here. Mike's lady friend I'd say fiance, but he don't say it that way yet. But she graduated and they were down in Georgia, so they had that this weekend. And Matt and Sarah had their wedding anniversary this weekend, so I thought this would be a great place to spend the anniversary, but not for them. So I'll accept the floor. Thank you.
Well, now your champion for the 9,500-pound limited pro stock for 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, a season that everyone dreams of. Starts the year out with a third place at the National Farm Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Never looks back for the rest of the season at the NTPA and WTPA level. I would say right now, Kevin's greatest fear is if a so-called John Deere called Holy Smoke might come up out of the 9,300-pound class. With 4 wins at Ellsworth, Toma, Region 3, Colby, Wyowega, 2 rainouts, and all the rest top 5s. He was Region 3 champ in both the East and West standings, and the champion at the Enderley Pull-Off in Urbana, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Hyper Harvester, Ellsworth, Wisconsin, the home of Kevin Lindstrom.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Well, I'd like to thank the Colby Polish for putting on the sponsorship. We love going up there. They do a fantastic job. You know, for a good cause up there, and anybody gets a chance to go there, it's a good place to go ball. But yeah, I'd just like to thank my family for, you know, I've been doing this since 1977. So I said, it's every year you think, well, when's this gonna be my last? But you know, it's coming. I'm telling you, I'm getting closer to retirement, but it's still a lot of fun. And you know, we had a fantastic year. I don't expect that every year, trust me. And I didn't expect it this year. I thought we had a great year last year, and this year we we did better. But hopefully we can pick up a couple more competitors back from breakage and parts, whatever else, and have a better season next year. So thank you, everybody, and thank WTPA for doing this, and all the sponsors. And I know they don't get mentioned all summer, but you know, without them, we can't do this. So thank you.
I hold in my hand not the last award, but the last competitor's award. He was a lone champion in this class. Next is the modified tractor class. Only one competitor in this class, and that was Doug Christensen on the Pack Rat number 4. Doug has been driving the Pack Rat number 4 since his father, Doc, had surgery on his back a couple years ago. In the 3 events he completed, he pulled against such names as Corey Killmeyer, Double Trouble, and Adam Revere's Iron Phoenix. Doug also competed at the Grand National level in the mods, finishing 4th out of 10 tractors. Not only that, but competed at the state and regional level in the 2-wheel drive class for 2022 in the Pack Rat number 6. I'm out of air just talking about it, as much as this man has done. But ladies and gentlemen, your champion in the mod class for the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association. And he had to work for it, but anyhow, here it is. Doug Christensen in the Pack Rat number 4. Sponsoring that award is Jay Uhlenhake.
Got to thank Mom and Dad for giving me the opportunity to drive the vehicle. Something I really love to do. Thank the rest of the team. Really enjoy it. Thank you.
I think Doc will probably be back in some. Will you be back, Doc? You going to try it again? Or All right, we got just a couple of more, and then we're going to have a video from Justin Kent. But next up, it is our Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association State Pull of the Year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in order to get this one, I'm telling you, to get any of these awards of the year, that meant you did a lot of work, a whole year's work, And it takes sometimes a whole year to get these things put together. And we really appreciate each and every one of you promoters that put these pulls on. Like I said before, when the time we get when we hit the boots on the ground until we leave, every one of you guys, every one of you promoters have a crew with working, and I'll tell you, it is unbelievable and it helps us out a lot. So I present the Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association Pull of the Year for 2022 goes to Pulling for Youth, Hunger and Health, Colby Pullers Club. Well, I can tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, as they make their way up, this is a very special cause. Pulling for Youth, Hunger and Health. There's no child should ever go home hungry, should never go to school hungry. And those guys have been helping this situation out for the last 3 years. Has it been 3 years? 4 years, okay. And I'll tell you, when they started this, this has been really special, and locally, everybody's helping them out. Congratulations.
First of all, thank you to all you guys for everything that you guys give to us. So Dennis was a very big part of what we did, and there's a lot of things that conversations that Dennis and I would have that's just you can't replace that. You can't get that back. So Kurt, Brett, Dawn, everybody that is a part of the group and a part of what we do and try to do for the community and for WTPA and for pullers and things we do, just thank you, and it means a lot. So thank you again.
I want to thank Greg. Greg's a spectacular host, I think. Give him a big round of applause. So it's a pleasure working with him.
Coming up next, our last award of the evening before we do the video, for the Wisconsin Tractor Puller Region Pull of the Year. And let me tell you, another one of these events that is really huge in the state of Wisconsin, the Region 3 events. And these guys are very deserving of it, from the time we get there until the time we leave, and for the fans. Your 2022 Wisconsin Tractor Pullers Association Region 3 Pull of the Year. Congratulations to the Showdown in Kurttown, Ellsworth.
Nice.
Well, thank you for all you pullers and all the injured people and everything that makes this work. I mean, I'm just a small part of the Showdown in Kurttown. Trust me, I said I'm the dirt worker. That's all I do. They do all the leg work. My wife does all the planning for the food and that kind of stuff. But we really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And being honest and congratulate Ridgeland on their award this year. We've always looked up to Ridgeland. Ever since we started, we want to be like Ridgeland. I mean, but to get this again this year, it's a true honor. Trust me. Thank you.
One thing, Ray J. Rent, we could get you up here with that trophy because we need a picture. We did not get one from you. We need to do that before you leave. All right, so with all due, we have a video from Justin Kent. So sit back and enjoy for the rest of the evening.
How's it going, everybody? I was honored to make a highlight video for the 2022 season. I think it's probably one of the best works I've ever done. Hopefully the speakers work. I'm not understanding why
But I hope you guys can enjoy it, and I hope you guys in the back can hear it. If not, please come up, and because I spent a lot of time and energy, about 25 hours on this video, about 2,500 pictures I had to sift through. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you don't know me, you should by now, but I'm Justin Kent from Kent Productions. Yeah. And I'd like to say my love, Michelle Lucken over here, helps me out a lot on these videos. So I just hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go. Thank you very much.